Welcome to week one of our Human Resources class. Hello, I am Dr. Trina Moskalik. I'm going to be working with you this quarter, and I wanted to go a little bit of overview, a little bit of week one content. So human resources, hopefully you have some experience. You've been hired, you went through interviews, maybe you're even a hiring manager at work. I'm looking forward to the introduction so I can get to know where we all are with human resources. But we're going to start with current trends in human resources, which is the week one, which is what you can see here. By the way, I'm in Blackboard weekly sequence, and then week one. So I have a little video here about where is HR headed. And then really we just talk about human resources in its whole scope. What do they do? How is it a discipline? And we're going to go through these ideas in terms of trends and laws and policies. I asked you guys this week to do two discussions. So a little bit about discussions. I don't have a word count. I want it to be meaningful. I know some of you can do that in 100 words. Some of you might take 300 words. If it takes you 1,000 words, I'm going to ask you to work on your concise writing because that's just a lot for all of us to read. And then the other one is HR policies and trends. So if we go over here to the left, the discussions, you can see it. And we have HR policies and trends. Not sure where the introduction one is. When this video is over, I'll go ahead and figure that out. So what are two HR trends and policies? And it looks like one of you already got a jump on the week. So explain two trends and policies and how it has changed in recent history and support it with research. So whenever I ask you to do any kind of references or research, I'm looking for APA references, which means you have to have in-text citations, which is the parenthetical, it'll have the last names like Moskalik, 2018, and then the full reference at the bottom. If you don't have both parts, you didn't correctly source your article or journal or website or whatever it was you're using, and you actually will lose points for not being technically correct. Speaking of points, which I know is something a lot of you are concerned with, I have a couple grading insights. I do use the 4.0 MBA mastery scale, and I've heard from people that it's a bit subjective, so they want to know how I'm thinking about these things. So 4.0, your content is beyond what I expected, thorough and deep understanding with solid recent references supporting the content, technically sound. When I read it, I can think of nothing to say other than good job. Or maybe you spark my curiosity and I want to talk about something else. But if your reference isn't right, you're not going to get a 4.0. If you're using a reference from like 2008, you're probably not going to get a 4.0. If you use no reference, you absolutely will not get a 4.0 unless I'm asking for your opinion. In a couple of discussions, I do just ask, what are your thoughts? You're obviously not going to need a reference for that. But if you're like, I think it's good, you wouldn't get a 4.0 for that comment either. So this week, I don't even have a lot of content for you to read. It is just this one video and the trends. I really want to ease you guys into the course because I found in the past when I gave you guys a whole bunch of stuff right at the beginning, it was overwhelming and people couldn't handle that level of content. So start expecting more articles and more ideas coming in week two. And until Monday's announcement, which is this video, hello, you're actually not going to have everything that you need. So if you're one of those that you need to work ahead, you know you're going to be out of town for weeks 6 and 7 or something. If you want the information, the added information that I give in the announcement, you're just going to need to send me an email ahead of time, which by the way, if you send me an email on the weekends, I may or may not get it. I have a lot of stuff going on with Girl Scouts and actually just undergrad activities this quarter. So my phone number is going to be a great tool for you. I am open to text. My number is 262 402 8702. And the only other thing I have to say about that is I do go to bed kind of early because I get up really early. So if you text me after even like 8:30 at night, I can't guarantee that I won't get it until the next morning. So I don't recommend that you wait until Sunday night at 9:30 to start your assignment because if you have questions, I won't be around to answer them for you. So at least do a little pre-planning on assignments and stuff if it gets to be on the weekend or late. Because you couldn't reach me is not a valid reason for not starting an assignment on time. All right. This week, take some time to go through the course admin, read our course admin, there you go, read our syllabus, look at the grading insights. I also want to show you guys, this is the rubric. So when I ask you guys and tell you everything is on a 4.0 scale, the first performance indicator is HR laws and policies, and these are the ideas that go into that bucket. So you have the discussions for week 1 through 3, and then the law assignments. And then I'm going to average your 0 to 4, depending on your level of mastery for each of these ideas, and then they'll be average for performance indicator 1. You'll get a score between 0 and 4. So I will actually be including these. Once your performance indicator is done, I will send you this through Blackboard, so you'll be able to get an idea of where you're at. You'll notice all of the discussions are worth 4 points, all of the assignments are worth 4 points, but it's not additive. So if you look at Blackboard in your gradebook, it will not be correct. Let me say that again. If you look in Blackboard at the gradebook, it will not be correct. This is your rubric. We average the 4.0s, not add them up. So I do have it in there where it's averaging, but it's averaging them all together. So if you do really well in performance indicator 1, which is laws and policies, and maybe staffing, which is performance indicator 2, you really struggle with, Blackboard might have a different grade than what is actually on this form. And like I said, you will get this completed every time we finish a performance indicator. So you won't get it at the end of week 1 where we only have 2 discussions. You'll get it once I've graded the law assignment and those 3 discussions. You'll get this form, and it'll just be an attachment to my comments. Okay, I think that's all I have. I'm going to go and check and see why I can't see the introductions thread, and there we go. Welcome to class. If you have any questions, you can email me at Moskalik, MOSKALIK @msoe.edu, or give me a call or a text on my cell phone, 262-402-8702. And I look forward to learning with you this quarter. Bye.